So I'm still in Alberta, still in my backyard. Sometimes people think this is a virtual background, but it's not. So start bringing those arms up a little bit higher, knees up a little higher. Nice and controlled, slow it down if you need to. I often turn to the side for those that don't know, so you can see my form. Okay, and just step side to side. Just gotta turn my display thingy off my phone here so it doesn't turn off on me. And arms in and out. I always have to change so many settings. There we go. Nice and wide. Be nice and gentle with your shoulders for now. Just warming up. And now bring your heels up in the back if you can. Nice gentle little kicks to the back. And arms up and down. Up and down. We're going to be adding some fun new things as the days go by over this weekend. I'm going to be coming up with some challenges. I'm going to have everyone hopefully take part in with some new incentives. And thank you everyone for filling out the form, the survey. It was all very, very helpful. Okay, step side to side again. And now just take a bit of a wide stance and just lean side to side, kind of lunge to the side if you can. You don't have to go very deep. Just getting all those joints going. So today, like I said, you can use dumbbells or a heavy bag, but I probably actually won't be using any weight today. I might use these little 5-pound bricks today, but it's gonna be more like conditioning today. Okay, and come up. Some nice gentle twists for the spine, really nice and gentle. Warming up that spine. Suck that belly button in. We always suck our belly button in because that engages our abs, our core, and protects our spine. And that's our abs' job. Now, just bring it down to a few body weight squats. If you need to use a chair, you can do that. Just sit down on the chair and stand up. Or you can do them air squats, just on the spot. Try to get your thighs parallel to the ground. If you can't get that low on your own, then use your chair. It's important to get your thighs at least to parallel to the ground to activate your hamstrings and your glutes. Okay, now we're gonna bring it down for a few push-ups. If you can't do regular push-ups, you can do them on your knees. If you can't get down on the ground at all, you can use an incline, like the back of a chair or against a wall, or you can do them on your knees and on an incline also. So the hard version, toes, easier, drop your knees. Even easier, incline on your knees, or a higher incline, but I would just be careful with what you're using for the incline, but you can do them against a wall if you need, so do about 4 of those and come back up. And then we're gonna go into some reverse lunges. So this is the reverse lunge. If you can't lunge because you have bad knees, you can either just step back, alternate like that, or you can always just go back to your squat. This squat is your default. Whenever you can't do a move, just go to your squats. So we'll do a good handful of these. You can always hang on to something when you're lunging, when you're doing anything really. If you need the balance, Hang on to something. There's no shame in that. I hang on to stuff all the time. Wall, couch, dog. All right, come back up, some twists again. So those of you that can do a bear crawl, which is on all fours, crawling like this, we're gonna do some bear crawls. If you can't get down like that, lean on the chair and just bring your knees in. And if you're non-weight bearing, you can just do this in a chair. So get down and do some bear crawls. We're still just warming up. Okay, come back up. We'll do a few more squats. Use your chair if you need to. And a few more push-ups. So you're either on the ground or you're doing an incline push-up. Okay, grab some water when you come back up. We'll get started on the workout in a few minutes. So we're gonna do 5 moves today. I'm gonna reset my timer. We're gonna do a Bulgarian split squat, which is also called a rear elevated split squat. So you have one foot up. This is the hard version. You can also hold weights. Like a single leg split squat. That's the hard version. Easier version on the spot. Once again, if lunges are not for you, if you have bad knees, just go to your squat. Or even easier, just step back. And then our next move is going to be a walking lunge. So it's a different version. So we're going to walk and lunge. But like I said before, just stand, lunge back if you cannot do a lunge, or use your chair. Third move, we're going to get some plyometrics going. We're going to do a jumping lunge. So we're going to switch and jump in between. You do not have to jump. You can just take the jump out and do reverse, or you can just step back. So a lot of lunges and step backs today. We're kind of getting that cardio going today. And then we're going to do 2 versions of push-ups. We're going to do a close grip version and a regular version. So close grip, your hands are almost together. It's more triceps. Coming down this way, elbows tight to the body. Regular push-up, hands are under your shoulders, elbows and arms are going out at a 45-degree angle. So close grip, wide grip. If you're doing it against the wall, same thing. Close grip, wider grip. We don't want super wide. We don't want out here. We just want here for wide grip. If you're out here too wide, a lot of stress on your shoulders and your elbows. Injuries can happen that way. So we want to keep it tight. Back tight, shoulders down, belly button in. And then we're going to do a few rounds of that. And then we're going to have a fun 4-minute Tabata, I think they're called, at the end. So, all right, we're going to get started with our Bulgarian, which is the rear foot elevated. I think there's an air compressor going on in the garage behind me. Sorry about the noise. We're gonna get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So pick one leg and do all one leg first until I tell you to switch. So if you can't do the elevated foot in the back, just drop that back foot to the ground. Stationary lunge or step back. If you can't lunge, or like I said, you can squat to your chair. Okay, switch legs. You don't have to use weights. And take a rest whenever you need to rest. A few more seconds and we're going to go to our walking lunge. Okay, walking lunge. If you can, take steps in between. If you can't, just step back. Or stay with those squats. It's going to be a lot of lower body today. Even if you only have 5 feet, take a step, turn around. Turn around. You can do them on the spot too. You could do reverse lunges if you really feel like it, not moving. I'll be taking my rest when I need to take my rest, which is right now. You don't have to stop when I stop. Keep going if you can. Stop when you need to stop. Take your rest when you need to rest. 3 seconds left and we're gonna go to our plyo lunges. Okay, plyo lunges. Jumping, switching legs. If you can't do plyometrics, take the jump out. Just do a reverse lunge. And like I said before, if you can't lunge, just step back. You can hang on to something if you need. You can always default to your squat. This is a very squatting to a chair, highly underrated move. We do this all the time. We sit down, we eat, we get up, we sit on the toilet, we sit on the couch. It has a really powerful carryover into real life. 20 seconds left. Nine seconds left. We're gonna go down for our close grip push-up. 2 seconds. Okay, down for your close grip push-up. Or against the wall, or an incline of your choosing. Could be a counter, could be a table. Close grip, hands are together. Suck the belly button in. Neck is neutral, you're looking down at the ground. You're not looking up like me. I'm just looking at you guys on the screen. Elbows are tight to the torso, sliding along the torso. Push-ups, you want to keep your back tight, shoulders down, shoulder blades back. Sounds counterintuitive because you're pushing, but it protects your back and all your little shoulder girdle muscles. 18 seconds left. Giving your lower body a break right now, but now we're going to work the upper body. 5 seconds and we're going to go to regular grip push-ups. Regular grip. Just widen it a little bit, hands underneath your shoulders. Back is tight. Suck the belly button in. You can do these on your toes. You can do these on an incline. If you're doing them on an incline, make sure your chest right here, sort of like sports bra level, is going to the chair. Neutral back, you want to tighten everything up because you don't want to arch and you don't want to round. 20 seconds left. And then we're going to go back up to the top for round 2. Grab water whenever you need, rest whenever you need. Often when I stop to talk, it's because I need my rest. 4 seconds left. Oh, that was a fast 4 seconds. Okay, round 2. Come back on up for your Bulgarian split squat. So you can elevate that back foot, or you can leave this back foot on the ground, or you can just step back. Oh, can't see my phone. Let's see. 5 more seconds, we'll switch legs. Switch legs. Go at whatever tempo you need to go at. You don't have to match me. Whew, taking my rest. 5 more seconds and we're gonna go to walking lunges. So if you can, walk lunge. If you can't take steps, you can do them on the spot. Reverse lunge is easier on your knees. You can do forward lunges, but only do them if you have good knees. You can also just step back or squat. Halfway there, 30 seconds. Whew, the grass is wet. I have dewy knees. Whew, taking my rest. 17 seconds left. And we're gonna go to our plyo lunge. 8 seconds. Okay, plyo lunge. Jumping, switching legs. You don't have to do these with weights. Like I said before, take the jump out if you have to. Hold on to something if you need help with the balance. Just step back if you can't lunge. Or squat. When you're squatting, push those knees out. You don't want them caving in, you want them out. On the way up and on the way down. 23 seconds left. Whew. 15 seconds. You could turn this into a jump squat if you wanted to get some plyo, but you don't want to do the lunge plyo. So many varieties. 3 seconds left. Down for a close grip push-up. Okay, come down. Close grip, hands together. Suck the belly button in. Neck is neutral. Back is tight. Looking down at the ground. Suck that belly button in. Engage the core. 30 seconds left. These can be on an incline also if you need. Or standing against the wall also you can do. I just don't have a wall in the great wide open here. I would show you. 7 seconds left. And then we're gonna go to regular grip push-up. Regular grip. Hands underneath your shoulders. Arms, elbows coming out to a 45-degree angle. See where my elbows are? They're not way out here. They're in here. You're gonna feel a lot in your triceps today. Take a rest whenever you need. Pop back in, join us whenever you need to, wherever we are in the circuit. 30 seconds left. Suck your belly button in. And when I say that, I just mean, think of pulling your belly button to your back. Just think of pulling it in, pulling it in. You don't have to curve, you don't have to flex. Just think of pulling that belly button in. 8 seconds left. We're gonna go back up to the top for round 3, which is our Bulgarian split squat. Come on up, grab your weights if you're using them. Left leg first, if you want, you don't have to. Bulgarian split squats. So the easier version, dropping this back leg so it's on the ground, or just doing step backs, or just doing your squats with or without your chair. Okay, switch legs. Round 3. Oh, doggy needs in. You're looking at a spot on the ground, floor, a few feet ahead of you. 2 seconds left. We're gonna go to our walking lunges after this. 2, Walk lunge, if you can walk. If you can't walk, do these on the spot. Forward lunges if you have good knees. Reverse lunges if your knees are not as good. If you have really bad knees, just step back. "23 seconds left. Take my rest. 15 seconds left. And then we're gonna go to our plyo lunges. Okay, plyo lunges. Lunging, switching, jumping. You can. If you can't, take the lunge or take the plyo out. Or step back. Or you can squat. Almost halfway. "27 seconds left. Same idea, looking at a spot a few feet ahead of you, on the floor, on the ground. You don't want to be cranking your neck up, so look in a mirror. It's also a good idea to not look in a mirror so you can feel and sense what your body is doing. 2 seconds left, down for a push-up. Come on down, close grip push-up, hands together. Suck the belly button in. I gotta put some more mosquito spray on. I already put some on earlier and they're still bugging me. 32 seconds left. Whew, triceps. I have a nice combination of sunscreen and off on me right now. 16 seconds left. Feels like a lot of push-ups, doesn't it? Back is tight, belly button is in. My triceps are getting tired already. So you're gonna, as we go along, need more rest, and that's fine, that's normal. 2 seconds left. Okay, regular grip. Hands underneath your shoulders. They're not out wide, they're in here. Still sucking the belly button in. Take a rest whenever you need. Back is tight. Shoulders are not up here, they are down here. You're back. You're bringing your shoulder blades back. "22 seconds left. And then we'll go back up to the top. For our last round. A few more seconds. Stand up. Grab your dumbbells if you're using them. Split squat, either elevated rear foot, or that rear foot can be on the ground. Or you can just do your step backs. Ooh. Or your squats. Switch legs. "15 seconds left. And then we'll go to our walking lunge. Ooh, too far. Okay, 2 seconds left. Walking lunge if you can do it. If you can't do a walking lunge, do a stationary lunge on the spot. Or your trusty old step backs. We're just getting the heart rate going, or your squats. 30 seconds left. You see how much I rest? There's no shame in resting. Resting is a good thing because that means you're pushing yourself. 7 seconds left and we'll go to our plyo lunge. Okay, if you're doing plyo, jumping, switching. If you're not, take the jump out. Or just do your step backs. Or your squats. This is our last round. Whew. Last round of plyo. And then we'll do our 2 push-up versions. And then our Tabata. 23 seconds left. "13 seconds. I remembered a towel today. I usually don't. 3 seconds, and then we'll go down for our close grip push-up. Down to the ground, or against your wall, or your countertop, or your table. Hands close together, underneath your chest. Belly button in, looking down at the ground. Elbows close to the torso. Tight back. Whew. I'll be resting a lot these last 2 minutes. 28 seconds left. I can do like 3 or 4 and I gotta rest now. Whew. 10 seconds left. Don't forget to drink water. 5 seconds. And then we'll go to regular grip. Regular grip, hands out just a couple inches under your shoulders. Back is tight, think tight back. Suck the belly button in. "38 seconds left. This is the last round of this circuit. "18 seconds left. "10 seconds. Woo. Okay, stop. Take a rest for real. We're gonna take about a minute rest. And then we're gonna do a Tabata, which is 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, times 4 rounds. But we worked pretty hard just now, so I'm gonna give you lots of variations for this. Essentially, I want to do a burpee Tabata. So, hard version, if you can, jumping out, jumping in, jumping up. Easier version, take the jump out, lower down, and just stand up. Even easier, out, in, stand up. Even easier than that, out, in, out, in. Even easier than that, Just touching your toes if you can, if your back is okay with it. You can take all of that to make it easier and move it on an incline, like I always say. So you can do this. Lean on your chair, your couch, your table, your wall. These can be your burpees. Or guess what? You can just do your squat. So I'm gonna grab one more sip of water. We're gonna do 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. So this time I'm actually gonna tell you when to rest. That being said, if you need to rest before I say rest, take your rest, okay? All right, we're gonna get started. Where's my timer? There it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Burpees. Hard version. Easy version. Take the jump out. Stand up. Even easier. Step back. Don't lower down. Stand up. Even easier than that. Just step back. Step in. Even easier than that. Touch your toes. Make sure you're activating those glutes. You can also use your chair. If you are chair bound, you could just sit in your chair and do this. Or just move your arms. Or just move your legs. Just do something for 40 seconds. 3 seconds. Okay, take your 20-second rest. We're gonna do that 3 more times. Grab a water if you need. 10 seconds, you're gonna do the exact same thing. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm gonna do the hard version. Halfway there, 20 seconds left. Whew, I'm slipping on that grass. Oh, the grass is so wet. Whew. 8 seconds left. Might just have to take the jump out. 3 seconds. Okay, rest for 20 seconds. Whew. Almost halfway. I'm gonna do that 2 more times. Three seconds. Go. Easier version. Take the jump out. Or don't even lower down. 15 seconds left. Or just touch your toes if you can, or go down as far as you can. Neutral back. 3 seconds. 20 seconds of rest. And then we're gonna do that 1 more time. And then that's it. Keep your legs moving during these rest periods. 2 seconds. Go, last round. Do them on the chair. You can even jump out on the chair and jump in. Jump. Or step. Or bend over and touch the chair. 15 seconds left. 7 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. Done. Okay. We'll stop torturing you. Walk around. Get some water. We want the heart rate to come down. Keep those legs moving. You don't want to stop right away. Your heart rate is going so high because your blood can pool and you could get dizzy and faint. So keep those legs moving. Just wander a little bit. I'm going to take you through some upper body stretches. While we're doing these, keep your legs moving. You can step side to side, you could just sway, you can take little steps up and back. I usually wander. Doesn't matter, just keep your legs moving. But with the intention of having your heart rate come down, so slower and slower. Okay, take one arm, cross it across your chest, shoulder is down, it's not up by your ears. Pulling gently with the other arm, stretching the shoulder, back of the shoulder, into the upper back. Nice and gently. Ooh, that was a good one. I think it's much harder working out in the sunshine too, but I love it out here. I'm out here as much as I can. Switch arms. You're pulling that belly button in even during our stretching right now. Always, throughout your entire day, suck that belly button in. When you're sitting all day in your chair, on your Zoom, if you're standing at your standing desk, suck the belly button in. Don't flex, just suck it in. Just pull it in a little bit. Okay, one arm above your head, elbow bent, pulling with the other arm. Hand is here, pulling that arm towards you, your head, stretching the tricep, the back of the upper arm. Ribs are down, belly button is in. We don't want flare ribs and an arched back, and we don't want to be rounded. Nice and neutral. Switch arms. Okay, hands behind your back if you can do it. Lace the fingers if you can. Ribs down, belly button in, shoulders are down, they're not up by your ears. And you're just gently lifting your hands behind you. Ribs are down. Stretching the chest and the front of the shoulder. You don't have to lift them very high, just feel that stretch. Keep going. Okay, stretch the forearms. We often forget about these. Nice and gently, palm is facing up. Just take your hands, your other hand, pull those fingers down. Don't lock your elbow out, don't hyperextend it. Just gently stretching that wrist back. Stretching this part of your forearm. Flip over, do the other side, nice and gently. Got a lot of baby, delicate bones in that wrist we want to be careful with. Now you're stretching this part of your forearm. Switch hands. Keep going. I'm just gonna get my Facebook window open here. Switch over so you're stretching the other part of your forearm now. Great. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do a hamstring stretch, standing. So split stance, one foot in front of the other. Put your weight on the back bent leg here, straighten your other leg and just sit into it. You don't have to lock this knee out, nice, you can keep it a little bit soft. Think of pushing your butt to the wall behind you. Stretching the straightened leg here behind, back of the upper leg, the hamstring. Bringing your chest gently down to the ground. Neutral neck, think of that tennis ball under your neck, looking at the ground, you're not up here. Roll your back gently, come up, switch legs. It's ideal to hold your stretches for at least 10 seconds. I prefer people to stretch for at least 30 seconds. That would take up probably the same amount of time as this workout did. So I show you these stretches and I encourage you to go ahead and keep stretching after we're done to get even deeper stretches. Roll up gently. Quad stretch. If you need to hang on to something for balance, go ahead and do that. Lift one leg behind you if you can. Hand is on the top of your foot. Knees are together. Ribs are down, they're not flared. You're not arching your back. Belly button in. Pull the foot towards your butt, stretching the front of the thigh, the quad. Sometimes a pelvic tilt, posterior pelvic tilt. So this is anterior tilt, this is posterior tilt. That was exaggerated, but sometimes a posterior tilt under helps feel it. It helps you feel the stretch more in the thigh. Just a little bit. Takes a little bit of work, but it helps. Switch legs. You're gonna do a hip flexor stretch. If you can get down on your knee, make sure there's a pad under it, mat, pillow, whatever you need. One foot up, hang on something, lunging forward, getting the stretch in the front of the hip. You could bring that knee up off the ground for a deeper stretch. If you can't go down on the ground with your knee, you can just continue with this stretch here because that does get into the hip flexor as well. This just goes a little bit deeper. I know not everybody can get down on the ground like that. Switch legs. I'm gonna have some water because it's right here. Okay, come on up. We're gonna do a calf stretch. A couple options. If you have something to hang your foot off of, can't see my brick. Here's my brick. I usually like to do this on a stair. Hang your foot off the stair that way, or a ledge of something, feeling the stretch in the calf, straight leg. If you don't have that, you can prop your toe, ball of your foot up against the wall, a chair, bring your body towards the wall, stretching the calf. Definitely want to stretch your calves long today because we did some plyometrics if you did the jumping. I mean, you should always stretch them anyways, but I focus a little bit more on the calves when I've done a lot of jumping. And if you bend the one you're stretching, it goes lower into your soleus, which is like just above your Achilles tendon. So you get both parts of that calf, those calf muscles stretched. Switch legs if you haven't yet. I don't know if I said that yet. There's also this one too. Some people like to do that against the wall. I feel like it's hard to relax into it, so I don't really do this one that much. But if all else fails, if you don't have anything to put your toe against, you can always do this one. Okay, one last stretch. Glute stretch. You can sit in a chair, cross one ankle over the thigh, bring your chest toward that leg. Think of pushing this knee away from you, feeling the stretch in the glutes and the hip. The glutes are your butt muscles, your largest muscle mass in your body, largest group of muscles, I should say. And if you can't push your knee out that far, that's fine. If you can only get it to here, that's fine too. You can still feel that. Switch legs. Great. We're done. Thank you so much for joining me.